Formation of a nebula. Nebula condenses, and after passing through various transformations, form a solar universe, a planetary chain, or a single planet, as the case may be. The -6 indicates the subsequent stages in the formation of a world, and brings the evolution of such a world down to its fourth great period, corresponding to the period in which we are now living. The -7 continues the history, tracing the descent of life down to the appearance of man, and thus closes the first book of the Secret Doctrine. Part 1 stanza -1. The eternal parent wrapped in her ever-invisible robes, had slumbered once again for 7 eternities. Time was not, for it lay asleep in the infinite bosom of duration. Universal mind was not, for there were no Arhai to contain it. 4. The 7 ways to bliss were not, the great causes of misery were not, for there was no one to produce and get ensnared by them. Darkness alone filled the boundless all, for father, mother, and son were once more one, and the son had not yet awakened for the new wheel and his pilgrimage thereon. The 7 sublime lords and the 7 truths had ceased to be, and the universe, the son of necessity, was immersed in Paranishpana, to be outbred by that which is, and yet is not. Nor was. 7. The causes of existence had been done away with, the visible that was, and the invisible that is, rested in eternal non-being, the one being. 8. Alone. The one form of existence stretched boundless, infinite, causeless, in dreamless sleep, and life pulsated unconscious in universal space, throughout that all-presence, which is sensed by the opened eye of Dangma. 9. But where was Dangma when the Alaya of the universe was in Paramartha, and the great wheel was Anupadaka? Stanza -2. ... Where were the builders, the luminous sons of Manvantaric dawn? The unknown darkness in their Arhai Paranishpana. The producers of form from no form, the root of the world, the Devadatri and Savavat, rested in the bliss of non-being. 2. ... Where was silence? Where the ears to sense it? There was neither silence nor sound, naught save ceaseless eternal breath, which knows itself not. 3. The hour had not yet struck, the ray had not yet flashed into the germ, the Matripadma had not yet swollen. 4. Her heart had not yet opened for the one ray to enter, thence to fall, as 3 into 4, into the lap of Maya. 5. The 7 were not yet born from the web of light. This alone was father, mother, Savavat, and Savavat was in darkness. These 2 are the germ, and the germ is one. The universe was still concealed in the divine thought in the divine bosom. The -3. ... The last vibration of the 7th eternity thrills through infinitude. The mother swells, expanding from within without, like the bud of the lotus. The vibration sweeps along, touching with its swift wing the whole universe and the germ that dwelleth in darkness, the darkness that breathes over the slumbering waters of life. 3. Darkness radiates light, and light drops one solitary ray into the waters, into the mother deep. The ray shoots through the virgin egg, the ray causes the eternal egg to thrill, and drop the non-eternal germ, which condenses into the world egg. 4. The 3 fall into the 4. The radiant essence becomes 7 inside, 7 outside. Luminous egg, which in itself is 3, curdles and spreads in milk-white curds throughout the depths of mother, the root that grows in the depths of the ocean of life. 5. The root remains, the light remains, the curds remain. for the slumbering waters of life. Darkness radiates light, and light drops one solitary ray into the waters, into the mother deep. It shoots through the virgin egg. The ray causes the eternal egg to thrill, and drop the non-eternal germ, which condenses into the world egg. 4. The 3 fall into the 4. The radiant essence becomes 7 inside, 7 outside. This egg, which in itself is 3, curdles and spreads in milk-white curds throughout the depths of mother, the root that grows in the depths of the ocean of life. 5. The root remains, the light remains, the curds remain, and still Nero is one. The root of life was in every drop of the ocean of immortality, and the ocean was radiant light, which was fire. Darkness vanished and was no more. It disappeared in its own essence, the body of fire and water, of father and mother. 7. Behold, O Lanu, the radiant child of the two, the unparalleled refulgent glory bright space, son of dark space, who emerges from the depths of the great dark waters. Is Erohu, the younger, the asterisk. He shined forth as the sun. He is the blazing divine dragon of wisdom. The echo is Chacha, and Chacha takes to itself tribe, and the union produces the Sapta, in whom are the 7, which become the Tridasha, the hosts and the multitudes. Him lifting the veil, and unfurling it from east to west. Out the above, and leaves the below to be seen as the great illusion. The places for the shining ones, and turns the upper into a shoreless sea of fire, and the one manifested into the great waters. Where was the germ, and where was now darkness? Where is the spirit of the flame that burns in thy lamp, O Lanu? Whom is that, and that is light, the white brilliant son of the dark hidden father. Light is cold flame, and flame is fire, and fire produces heat, which yields water, the water of life in the great mother. 10. Father-mother spin a web, whose upper end is fastened to spirit, the light of the one darkness, and the lower one to its shadowy end, matter, and this web is the universe, spun out of the 2 substances made in one, which is Svababat. It expands when the breath of fire is upon it. It contracts when the breath of the mother touches it. Sons dissociate and scatter, to return into their mother's bosom, at the end of the great day, and re-become one with her. When it is cooling, it becomes radiant. Its sons expand and contract through their own selves and hearts, they embrace infinitude. Oh, then Svababat send Forhat to harden the atoms. Each is a part of the web. Ting that self-existent Lord, like a mirror, each becomes internal world. Stanza -4. ... Listen, ye sons of the earth, to your instructors the sons of the fire. There is neither nor lost, for all is one number, choose for a number. We, who descend from the primordial 7, we, who are born from the primordial flame, have learned from our fathers. 3. From the effulgency of light the ray of the ever-darkness sprang in space the reawakened energies, the 1 from the egg, the 6, and the 5. 3. The 1, the 4, the 1, the 5th twice 7, the sum total. These are the essences, the flames, the elements, the builders, the numbers, the Arupa, the Rupa, and the force or divine man, the sum total. From the divine man emanated the forms, the sparks, the sacred animals, and the messengers of the sacred fathers within the holy 4. 4. This was the army of the voice, the divine mother of the 7. Of the 7 are subject to, and the servants of, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of the 7. Called spheres, triangles, cubes, lines and modulars, for thus stands the eternal Nidana, the Oi Ha Hao. 5. The Oi Ha Hao, which is darkness, the boundless, or the no number, Adi. This was the army of the voice, the divine mother of the seven. Of the seven are subject to, and the servants of, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh of the seven. These are called spheres, triangles, cubes, lines and modulars, for thus stands the eternal Nidana, the Oi Ha How. 5. The Oi Ha How, which is darkness, the boundless, or the no number, Adi Nidana Svavavat, the O. This one the Adi Sanat, the number, for he is one. 2. The voice of the word, Svavavat, the numbers, for he is 1 and 9. -3 that form this square. 3. Enclosed within the O, are the sacred four, and the 10 are the Arupa universe.